We meet lots of adult guide dogs in our stories, actually even right here at work. Your guide dog, Alan, Victoria. He spends a lot of time napping here on set, and sometimes snoring too. But I've often wondered who raises these canines when they're puppies.
Yeah, definitely. And guide dogs are not born ready to do their job. They have to mature so that they're able to handle the comprehensive training necessary to do that work. And I've kept in touch with the family that raised Alan as a puppy. I mean, I trust him with my life, and so I'm extremely grateful to everyone who had a part in raising him.
And that's why Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind runs their puppy walking program. It relies on volunteers to raise future guide dogs from the age of about 4 months to a year and a half. And we're going to meet one of those volunteers, Vanessa Lloyd, and future guide dog Dottie, from this story from Ottawa's Dave Brown.
Hi, puppy.
Volunteer puppy walker Vanessa Lloyd has 2 dogs at home. Xena, a 6-year-old Rottweiler, and a puppy named Dottie.
So she's a lab, a yellow lab, and she is 7 months old, and she's energetic and she likes to play. She can be a bit of a loudmouth, so if she's unhappy about something or wants something, she will let you know. But she's very playful, loves to play with dogs, is very social.
Vanessa is raising Dottie for Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind. Eventually, she'll have to give this adorable puppy back.
I do run through drills with her, getting her to, sit, stay, wait, down, going through the basic commands that we learn in class and working on them with her. Sit. Good girl. But a lot of the time, it's also just her getting to be a puppy at home. Dottie, is it time for work? I take her pretty much everywhere with me. So she gets exposed to different things. She gets socialized with other dogs, with other humans, and gets experiences with, elevators. Let's go. Different environments, walking with me next to the shopping cart while I go grocery shopping and things like that.
Melissa Strickland is a puppy walking program supervisor.
It's a volunteer program where we look for volunteers to raise our guide dog puppies for 12 to 18 months or a year and a half. Just to raise them in their home, teach basic obedience, and try and get them to expose to as many different things as possible throughout those 18 months.
Hello. Dottie, I got you food.
To be a volunteer puppy walker does not require any training. Melissa describes the ideal candidate.
We do like that most of our volunteers not necessarily work from home, but at least be able to not leave the dog home alone any more than, say, 3-4 hours a day. So whether that be getting permission from work that you can take the dog with you, or whether you're retired in school and a student can take the dog to class with you, we just want you to kind of really incorporate the puppy into your life.
Right, Dottie, sit. Oh, good girl. Down.
Vet costs and obedience classes are covered, as are supplies like dog food, bowls, and a crate. The puppy walkers are supported throughout the entire process with visits from Melissa.
Oh, good girl.
Good. And at those visits, I'm pretty much just checking in just to see how everything's going. If, say, throughout the last month, maybe there's a certain fear that's developed or a certain behavior the puppy started that they're not quite sure how to handle or want to work through, then maybe we might set the visit up based on what that certain issue is to try and get that puppy prepared the best we can and work through any problems or issues that might arise.
Leave it. Good puppy.
Dottie is the second puppy that Vanessa has raised through the puppy walking program.
I get a lot from it. I mean, having dogs that are incredible dogs. They're very well-behaved dogs, and I have the company of them not even just in the house or on walks, but I also get company all throughout the day. That relationship I find is really rewarding, but it's also great to have a dog that you're helping to become the eyes for someone in the future.
The ultimate goal is for Dottie to become a working dog, like Baxter. He's been with Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind client, Jen Golden, for 2 years. Baxter is dedicated to being by Jen's side and always lies by the piano when she plays.
Baxter is, he is a yellow lab, and he's a very mellow and contented yellow lab, as you can see. He's 5 years old, and I've had him since the beginning of January of 2016. Okay, come on, dude, let's go for a walk. Out you come.
Clients like Jen know firsthand the value of volunteer puppy walkers.
say enough about the people that raised my dogs. I've always thought, with my first dog and with this dog, they're both very well-behaved dogs, and I look at them and think, wow, the families that raised them they made my dogs the dogs that they are.
Melissa echoes those thoughts.
Our guide dog puppies wouldn't get the exposure or experience without them. We really, really appreciate the dedication that these volunteers take to raise these puppies and try to expose them to as many different situations as they can and to set them up for success.
Dottie, come.
Good girl.
As she continues to raise Dottie, Vanessa reflects on how it felt to send her first puppy, Breeze, onto the next phase of training.
It was sad. It was more sad, I think, not the actual moment, but the week following when I just missed her. But I did try to think of it as a celebration and that she was graduating onto the next stage of her training. So it's very different from grieving for a dog that's died, because she's still living a good life and she's working her way to being a guide dog and to making a big difference in someone's life.
Good girl.
Well, that was really interesting to hear Vanessa's perspective on raising a future guide dog.
It's definitely a very unique volunteer opportunity. Like Vanessa said, it's also very rewarding.
Well, the proof is right there. That's her second dog, and so she's obviously getting a lot out of it.
Canadian Guide Dogs for the Blind are actively looking for more volunteers to take part in their puppy walking program.
If you live in Eastern Ontario and feel like this would be a good fit for you, you can get in touch with them through their website at guidedogs.ca.